Death is a tragedy which cannot be debated, and it cannot be forgiven. So the pain and the entire incident has pained everybody. So that is one thing which we all like to acknowledge. It has got no alternates or no words. Now, as far as the report goes, the Mumbai police report is clearly said that it is not a fault of somebody. It has derelict. Nobody has derelict their duties, neither the GRP nor the RPF. But the railway minister has appointed Pratyush Sinha ji, former CVC member, to inquire the details about this. There is a parliamentary standing committee which is going to discuss this on 9th of November under the aegis of the TMC member of parliament. So there has been a lot of debates which have been going on. There are committees which are going on. So one which you have seen is just the police report, but there is an audit report which is done, and the audit team has already inspected 76 railway stations. They have submitted their report. The need of redesign of the FOBs has been submitted by them. So there is the work which is going on right now. The honorable member Arvind Sawant would acknowledge that Suresh Prabhuji, the then railway minister, addressed him on 20th Feb, that is on 2016. That was the ministry was very prompt to answer him. Now the delay which was there, which happened there on construction of this bridge or the FOB, will be investigated. There is a committee there. Now we cannot jump on conclusion because this is life and death.
Goenka ji, he himself has admitted.
Painful. You cannot rush up and say that we will try to close it.
No, I am not rushing up, sir. I don't want to rush up at all. He himself has admitted
parliamentary committee, standing committee is going to discuss this.
It is an administrative lapse.
There are people who have been discussing this, and I am sure that this will come it up. The accountability will be fixed. Now we cannot shy out, say that this mistake has happened. I don't want to shy out from that. So Arvind ji, the letter which was given to you is with me right now. Also the statement which was given by the then railway minister. Now, as you agree, there was a delay. There is nothing, nobody is trying to shy out from there. It will be fixed. The accountability will be fixed.
But
Prima facie, Mumbai police has identified that it was not because of anybody's mistake. There is no dereliction of the duty. They have identified that. Now, once the CVC gives the report, Pratyush Sinha ji gives the report, we'll identify where does it go. And believe me, is somebody going to spare them? You are also a very recognized member. I'm sure you are also going to raise this in the parliament. So there is nobody who's going to spare anybody who's responsible for this. 1600 cameras have been identified, the places where the trains and the stations CCTV will be put. That has been identified. Now let us understand there is a scientific study to be done and which has come up. There has been a study done on the entire timetable, and the new timetable which will come in force from 1st of November is a fantastic new timetable. It is not on the traditional 110 years of timetable which was southbound timetable. This is the first time when there is a scientific study been done on the timetable. The centers and the centrics have been changed. Earlier it was southbound train centric timetable where everybody was going towards Churchgate. Now as the Mumbai has expanded, the business centers have moved to Parel, Goregaon, Andheri, and as well as in Borivali. The trains patterns have been changed. There hasn't been rationalization in between the gaps of the train, and there is more time given to the blocks. The blocks will help us to do a day-to-day maintenance. This is a change which has been done immediately. 1512, which the helpline has been there, has been rationalized. It has been increased. There has been strengthening of the helpline. There has been decentralization of the power. Now, you know, it will not be done from Delhi. It has been decentralized. There is a linear. There is a
Mr. Goenka, and
of course, you cannot throw somebody down right now. There will be a decision. People have to be asked to go. There is a procedure. There is a personal law, right? People will be asked to go. They will wind up, hand over the things here, then they will go. You cannot ask somebody just to go out there. Then there have been things like, if you see the CPRO's report, the CPRO's clearly said, Ravindraji clearly said that we have deployed additional security, and the program before this, you itself showed that in Elphis's station, there were policemen standing there. Now you cannot have more than 25 policemen at one station. We only have 3,400 GRPs, which have been given from 19 police stations.
Okay.
We have got a railway line which has to be serviced.
Okay.
Now please understand, 3,400 GRP being deputed. Do you increase them overnight? It is not possible. So if you see, there have been things being done, very nicely been done. Let them plan meticulously. My request to you is, let us not create a panic whereby the right decisions are not been taken. Do it right first time. This is the first time the entire administration, political system and people have come together to put Mumbai in place. Let me remind you, it was only Ram Naik, the then railway minister, now governor of UP, who had introduced structural changes in railway of Mumbai.
Okay.
Be it taking away the congestion of ticket booking from Bombay Central to Goregaon and Malad, or to introduce ladies special. Now after that, it is the current railway minister or the earlier railway minister Suresh Prabhuji who introduced changes. The beep 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 which you hear on the railway platform is for the visually impaired people. Now this kind of structural changes have been done. This is helping out. Now if you want me to do a knee-jerk reaction, it will not give any productivity, rather it will be a counterproductivity. So my request to you and the Honorable Member of Parliament will be that you should encourage this kind of in-depth study, the deep dive study which has been done by the Railway Administration right now.
Studies that have been done, there have enough studies that have been done, and those files are gathering dust in some or the other bureaucrat or politician's office.
There
was a study that was done in 2012.
Study which was done in 2012.
Mr. Suresh Prabhu has seen all.
Well, I'm not here to convince, because this is not a thing where you can have a brownie point to be winning. So this is a fault which has to be addressed, and if there are pains and brickbats, I am welcoming that brickbats, because that will give us opportunity to learn. This pain is created because the area around railways were encroached. Now with the new team, with the high level team which was sitting there, the Commissioner of Police, Commissioner of BMC and the senior officials of railway sat down together. In turn, station master with the ward officer in the police station sat down to clear the 150 meters of the railway station approach road. They have removed the encroachments, they have removed the illegal vendors, they have also taken cognizance of services which were legal but now not required, or not required at that place to decongest it. So there have been cognizance been taken, and it will be done. Now as far as Parel and Ilfeston goes, if you know, Mumbai only has two intersections. One is at Dadar, another intersection is at Parel. So now the entire traffic of the Western Railway and the Central Railway comes there. On an average, 65 lakh people travel, and out of them, many of them use this intersection to cross over. Now, with the advent of the new business center, which is the entire Parel and the Elphiston on the other side, has created too much of traffic.